Hi friend, welcome. It's Michaela, but you can call me Mac. So we finished the last few days of InCoWriMo on a high note. Let's just jump right into it. So day 18 is actually for my friend Jennifer. She loves nerding out about paper with me, so I knew I had to include all of these different papers for her. Similarly to Haley's letter on day 8, I wrote Jennifer's letter on a brown piece of paper and I attached it to this gorgeous gift bag paper. I love this paper. If you haven't seen weeks 1 through 3 of InCoWriMo, I will be sure to link those down in the description. Go check those out. I talk a little bit more about InCoWriMo and about the kind of paper that I'm using, especially in week 1's video. I will also be sure to link all of the paper products that I'm using down in the description box. Go check them out if you're interested. Finishing this off, I'm just adding her name to the envelope, and that concludes day 18. Day 19's letter is for my pen pal Maddie. She usually sends me these really cute, really sweet greeting cards whenever she sends her pen pal letters. So I wanted to gift her one of these greeting cards that was actually created and designed and painted by my friend Jennifer, who day 18's letter went to. So I thought that Maddie would absolutely love this. I love this. This rose is gorgeous. Looking back at some of my old calligraphy practice sheets, I found Namaste, which I thought actually looked pretty good for it to be part of my beginning stages. And Maddie is super into like yoga and things like that. So I was like, this is going to be perfect for her. I'm taping it to this gorgeous textured handmade paper. I love this paper. And also just attaching a sweet little note to the back of it. And with that, Maddie's letter is finished, concluding day 19. Okay, so for days 20 through 23, I'm writing to a few of my pen pals that I wrote to earlier this month, since I kind of warned them in previous letters that I would possibly be writing to them again due to this challenge. So day 20's letter is for Cindy. I'm using these cute dream catcher cards that I found the other day while I was cleaning out my office, and I love the colors, and look at this little gold detail. I love it. Day 21's letter is for Kristen. Based on her last letter, I wanted to send her a little extra encouragement, so I'm including some of these quotes from my calligraphy practice sheets that say, look forward, faith, and find balance. Still using these cute dreamcatcher cards, day 22's letter is for Madison, and day 23's letter is for Valerie. Day 24's letter is for Tammy K, and she loves white tigers, pandas, penguins, dolphins, butterflies, candy stickers, fairies, gnomes, magnets, crosses, angels, and koalas, and I have absolutely none of those things. I think I gave out most of my butterfly stickers at the beginning of the month. I don't have any candy or fairy stickers, so I'm just gonna give her some flower stickers, things that I thought maybe she would like. I'm kind of going heavy and giving her a lot more paper because I don't really have that many stickers to give her. And yeah, I'm just gonna personalize this by writing her name on this pink marbled paper. To finish off this letter for Tammy K and to still keep making it a little bit more special, I wanted to wrap everything in vellum and then finish it off with this gorgeous rose-colored wax seal. I love this color. It looks so good. And with that, day 24 is done. So this letter is for Anne Marie, who reached out to me after watching the first week's video of InCoWriMo, and she said she was interested in receiving a letter, and I obviously had more days to fill, so I was more than happy to write to Marie. Her favorite color is green. She likes vintage things and journaling. She also has a YouTube channel. I will be sure to link it down below. It is For the Love of Letters with Marie. Go check her channel out. She does a lot of cute pen pal letters, and she also has a journaling channel as well. Of course, I had to include some paper. Of course, I love this paper, and I know that she uses it in her journaling and pen paling, so I think this would be perfect. I'm also giving her some of these vintage stickers, and I'm adding a couple of extra special goodies off camera because she does watch my videos and I really want her to be surprised when she opens some of these things, so I'm going to add a few extra things off camera. Okay, we are on day 26, and at this point I have run out of people to write to. So for day 26 and 27, I decided to reach out to a couple of my pen pals who I haven't heard from in a while. And with pen paling, you get some people, you may exchange a letter or two, and then people may fall off. People get busy, lives get busy, and that's completely fine. People may lose interest as well. So I'm always hesitant to reach out to people, if I think that maybe they are not interested any longer, but I decided to go ahead and reach out to my pen pal Angel and my pen pal Cara to see just how they were doing, just checking in, because sometimes people may also just need someone to check in on them. So I wanted to send just a little note, and I'm using these cute little papers. It says just a note. So cute. I really hope they don't think I'm bothering them. I hope they just kind of take it as like, okay, someone was thinking about me to reach out. So hopefully they get the letter, they like the letter. No pressure for them to write back. If they write back, great. If they don't, that's completely fine too. And for the last day of InCoWriMo, I am writing a letter to my future self. When I set up my bullet journal for 2023, I set up this memories page, and I have these envelopes here. So on the last day of January, I wrote a letter kind of just reflecting on the month, reflecting on where I was, and then I just taped it off in my January envelope. And I will be doing the same thing for February as well. And I probably am just going to read these in a year from now. I don't know, maybe it'll be 2 years from now and 5 years from now, who knows? But I think it'll just be fun to kind of reflect and look back on where I was and where I am now and all those kind of things. So before I actually started writing, I actually sat down and meditated for about 20 minutes, and I sat with my thoughts. I thought about the highs, the lows, how things started, how things are going for the entire month. So first off, I'm going to start by updating my meditation tracker for the last day of February. This month of writing letters has been a lot of fun, even though it was just a bit tiring. I think I will definitely participate again next year. There are a few things that I will do differently though, but overall, I think I prepared fairly well. So if you're interested in participating in InCoWriMo next year, then here are some tips that I kind of have, things that I learned, things I might do a little bit differently. So this year I tried my best to plan ahead as much as I possibly could. I reached out at the beginning of January to a couple of people in a pen pal group to see if anyone was interested in receiving a letter, and thankfully people were actually interested. So I started a calendar. I use Notion to plan digitally. So for anyone who was willing to receive a letter, I just assigned them a day on the calendar. I added their information, their interests, which kind of helped me keep everything in one place, and it helped me keep track of who I was supposed to write to and on which days I was supposed to write to them. I also did a little mini stationery haul, and I kind of used this as an excuse. I mean, an opportunity, I guess, to buy more paper and goodies. And since I reached out to people in the beginning of January, I was able to order things that I knew people would like based off their interests, which helped me customize their letters a little bit more. I also tried to keep my letters fairly similar, but still as unique as possible. There was a common theme of almost everyone liking stationery and paper, which shouldn't surprise me since I know they love pen paling. So I quickly came up with the idea to have mini stationery bundles as the core of all of my letters. I also drafted similar language for people I was writing to for the first time, so I was easily able to edit it based on their interests. It was key for me to keep things fairly short. That way my hand would not be hurting too badly after this month. If you want to participate in InCoWriMo next year, but you're like me and you don't have 28 people to write to, I would recommend reaching out to people in pen paling groups on Facebook or Instagram. I believe there's other pen paling websites where you can actually reach out to people there too, or you can actually just connect with people through the official InCoWriMo website. If you're a bit more hesitant to reach out to random people on the internet, dude, same, I feel you. You can always use InCoWriMo as an opportunity to reach out to friends and family and maybe people you haven't talked to in a while. It's a great way to let people know that you're thinking about them and have a nice chance to reconnect or just connect in general. You can also write little encouraging notes to your coworkers as well, give, one coworker a day a note. That's what I did for one of my days for InCoWriMo. One thing I appreciated about InCoWriMo is, although it does have to be a handwritten letter, it can be as short or as long as you want it. So even just a little cute post-it note with a quote on it will suffice. Maybe even a post postcard to somebody will suffice. If you want to write a 5-page letter, that's fine too. It's really just kind of like low pressure, no pressure, but also just to challenge you to write to someone every single day. Another great idea would be to write a letter to yourself, or write 28 letters to yourself and read them in a year from now, in 10 years from now, who knows, whatever you would like to do. Write your goals, write your dreams, write a short story, write whatever you want. Although InCoWriMo is a challenge, it is still technically supposed to be a bit fun. I had so much fun this past month putting these letters together and sharing with you, friend. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you as always. I will see you in the next one. Bye.